Hi everyone, I am Tarit Mato and you are watching Art and Purulia. In this channel, I talk of the finest tips on how you can start drawing and painting and improve your skills further. Today I will paint a beautiful landscape using acrylics and also talk of some amazing facts about Antarctica. I am a hydrographer by profession. I am sure many of you haven't heard of hydrography or what a hydrographer does. I'll talk about that in another video. Till that time you can check on net about it. As a hydrographer, I had an opportunity to take part in the 18th Indian Scientific Expedition to Antarctica in 2000-2001. I was there during the summer and the sun was going round and round and there was bright sunlight throughout 24 hours. In the beginning, the body didn't know when it's time for breakfast or dinner or when to sleep. Though slowly we got used to it. Slowly after a few months, the sun started to set, though initially just for a few minutes. This photo was taken on the first sunset after several months. Antarctica is the coldest, windiest and driest place on earth. Almost 5 times in size in comparison to India in summer, grows almost 10 times in winter, with ice accumulation all around. The continent holds almost 90% of the world's freshwater ice, amounting to more than 70% of total freshwater. The thickness of ice averages about 2,200 meters and deepest is about 4,700 meters, that is more than 4.5 kilometers. The only population in Antarctica are that of scientists. Dakshin Gangotri, the first Indian scientific station, had to be abandoned because it got submerged in ice. Presently, there are 2 permanent stations, Maitri and Bharti. In Maitri, the permanent Indian station, which is about 70 degrees south latitude, has about 3 months of total darkness and 3 months of total light, that is no sunset at all, and there are 3 months in between each phase. The temperature in summer too was most of the time in sub-zero range, and life was quite tough, but equally challenging and interesting. Memories of a lifetime. Now let's come to our painting. I'll be using a 8-inch by 10-inch canvas board. This board was used earlier also, but somehow I didn't like the painting, so applied gesso over it and again going to paint over this. That's the advantage of acrylics. I used to mostly paint using oil paints, since when I started painting, acrylics were not all that popular because the colors available were not bright enough. Moreover, oil was considered more artist-like. Since last few years, I have started acrylics and don't prefer oils much because of the smell and cleaning hassles. I was not a very big fan of watercolors in any case, but since last few months, since I have started to explore watercolors, I have fallen in love with the medium. And my acrylic paints are really not liking this. So today, to let them not feel left out, I'll try and paint this beautiful landscape featuring an igloo hut and auroras on the sky using acrylics. In Antarctica, this igloo-shaped insulated sturdy accommodation is used for stay of the scientists and the scientific equipment in the field. Here, the sky is predominantly violet black and the ground in the bottom is black and brown. I'll be mixing all these colors. Before I get into painting the landscape, let me talk of how black can be made by mixing, which may even look blacker than black in comparison to the surrounding colors. Sometimes. Black is a color that is often underutilized. Some of the most common single pigment blacks are Mars black, bone black or ivory black, and carbon black. In acrylic formulations, carbon black and Mars black both have strong opacity and excellent coverage. Ivory black, which sometimes has a slightly bluish undertone, is less opaque and is useful for adjusting the chroma in bright colors. When you make black with other pigments, it's called chromatic black. These chromatic blacks are made by combining more than one pigment in varying ratios. They provide unique alternatives for single pigment blacks, which look quite flat and which are quite exciting, especially when used in wet or glaze applications. When you add a chromatic black to another pigment to darken it, the original pigment is not as overwhelmed as it would be when a single pigment black is used. Some formulae that can be used to make chromatic black are Prussian blue plus alizarin crimson plus touch of Hansa yellow or cadmium yellow, burnt umber and ultramarine blue, or even Prussian blue and burnt sienna. You can also mix blue and orange, violet and yellow, and such combination where all three primary colors will be available. You can make numerous shades of dark by altering the ratio. Here I will be mixing alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and a touch of cadmium yellow. Since it is violet black, I will add blue slightly more than red. I can check the undertone by adding a little white. To know about mask tone and undertone, please watch my color mixing videos. To make the color for the ground, I will make a brown shade by adding more of yellow to the mixture. I am adding a bit of gloss medium to make the paint flow better and blend well. I will block the upper part with the violet mix and lower part with the brown mix. I am also applying some thick paint using the painting knife. For the violet, I will mix magenta and touch of ultramarine blue and white. I am spreading and blending the paint quickly before the paint becomes tacky. For the yellow-green shade, I will add a touch of ultramarine blue and titanium white to the cadmium yellow. I am checking for any white spots in between and covering it with paint. I am also using my finger for blending wherever required. Applying the paint with painting knife gives beautiful texture of the ground. The distant mountains are depicted with a bluish shade. The silhouette has to be clearly marked to differentiate the horizon. For the igloo with the orange base tone, I am using a touch of white to make it light for the highlights and brown to show the shadows to depict its round shape. I'll splatter some white paint using a toothbrush to create white dots of slightly varying size to depict the stars. That brings us to an end to this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you for a patient watch. Stay safe and healthy. See you.